What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So I know I'm a couple of days late, but better late than never. Y'all know what was going on. I literally had to get some rest, so I'm sorry I wasn't home yesterday. Wasn't home Tuesday, so I mean Wednesday. That's why everything is late. But I'm gonna give it to you. Better late than never. Okay. So this is Black Ink Crew season 4, episode 8. Do the hustle. So this episode, it really wasn't that much. It was a dilemma that was going on with four. His whole thing is, should he stay or should he go? He was in the studio. He is conflicted about whether or not he want to go pursue his dreams or he want to stay at Loyal Inc. and help them build up the shop again, because these people, as he said, are the ones that had his back. He was in the studio. He gets a FaceTime call from London on the track. And the way he was talking to him, you need somebody, you need me to tell you what to do. You need me to hold your hand. Come on, you got to come about here. Like, don't tell me what the fuck I got to do. But on the real, though, I think Ford needed London to talk to him the way that he was talking to him on that FaceTime because he so they're so okay, you have to be about your family. That's one thing. And I understand the loyalty, but you also have to, you can't keep putting other people first before yourself. You have to do something for yourself because you don't know how many opportunities are going to pass you by. You don't know how many opportunities are going to come your way and when they're going to come your way. And if you let this one pass by, this one pass by, this one pass by, just because you're sacrificing these opportunities for the sake of these dumb fucks right here, no shade. Yes, they have been supporting you and all this stuff, but come on, sometimes you just need a better environment to get yourself away from all the fuckery that's going on. And you have to admit when your friends are a bunch of fuck folks. That's what they are. And so it was his dilemma. Dude said, bring your ass on out here. So Ford said, okay, cool. He really don't want to go pick up and leave just like that. But this is what he needs to do. And I feel like he made the right choice by getting up and leaving and doing what he has to do for him. You have to strike while the iron is hot. And right now the iron is hot for Ford to go out here and do what he needs to do. I'm so glad that Nikki did not act the asshole like she did last time. Throwing all that shit on him, wasting up milk and cereal, shit expensive as fuck in the store, unless you got WIC, who got stuff to spell like that, okay? But she was sad about it, but she was more understanding and wasn't trying to stop him from leaving. And it was conflicting because they wanted to throw this big party for the grand opening, the re-grand opening of Loyal Inc., even though the shop been open, and get go out with a bang. And he feels conflicted about partying with these people knowing that he's about to leave. And even when he was talking to Nikki was asking, has he spoken to them? Has he told them what was going on? And he hasn't told them anything. And, he feels some type of way being there at the shop, having this party with them and, living it up, but not telling them that he about to just leave. Okay. He said he feel bad that Ryan did the same thing to them that he's about to do to them as well. So pull for, but baby, go out there and get your future. Your future is, these people are not making your future. These people are not making your dreams come true. Yes, they were there to support, but sometimes you have to look out for self, and it's time for you to be just, I'm not even going to call it selfish because you've been sacrificing and putting a lot of things on hold a lot just for these people, and they ain't doing nothing but fucking up the whole time. Okay, speaking of fucking up, bitch, Don. Whoever fucking thought that Don would be the motherfucking voice of reason in any episode, in any situation? Don came into the shop and Don was like, listen, he been going to therapy. Y'all need to sit y'all asses down and, get this shit together, okay? We doing all this back and forth, fighting about stupid stuff. Charmaine and Lily, y'all need to talk this out, be one-on-one, be mature with it. I said, Don is saying some real shit, and I said therapy must be really working, or he just really paying attention. That's it. And we can tell other people what to do, but we don't apply the shit to ourselves most of the time. And Don, that's a good look though. He told Cobra and Danielle to get out. He said, I want everybody I want to have a meeting with everybody who originally came together to start this Loyal Inc. Because he said at the beginning we came together and we said that we were all going to be each other's, we was all going to be bosses. We were all in this equally. So we need to figure out what's going on between Charmaine and Lily and dead that shit. And you know, he was trying to point out the differences that they had. He was trying to point out the differences that they had, I guess, that make them stronger, and the similarities that they had with all the things that they had in common, and how stupid y'all look going back and forth about this shop. And Charmaine had to, put it out there that yeah, she went and got that LLC because of the simple fact that she was feeling threatened. And she reiterated this at the party when Reese came in, because Reese was not there at this initial meeting. That she felt threatened. She wanted to get revenge back on Lily, and she understands now that Lily feels the same way about the shop as she does, and she feels the same way that she felt about Nine Mag, about Loyal Inc. She wanted to succeed. She gonna put that shit aside, and they all to the good. Eventually, they burn up the LLC. And I was like, bitch, y'all didn't put holes up in the water, in the goddamn wall, shooting the fucking wall up. Now Charmaine about to burn the shit down. They was telling her, don't get the shit, don't, and this bitch just dropped the paper, and the paper just burning. And I'm just sitting here like, this is a mess. This is a mess. But it's good that someone finally stepped up and said, we have to cut the bullshit. And I wonder if they see themselves and understand why Ryan left now, because of how they act. Yes, I understand that you pissed off at the way that he did it, but he had every good reason to fucking leave y'all ass, bitch. It wouldn't have been me. I would have just kicked y'all out the motherfucking shop. But he had every right to want to separate himself from y'all, okay? Because there's really no maturity. This is probably the most mature thing that they ever did, having this conversation in a long time since this breakup. Let's get on to Don again. We get the scene where all of a sudden we see the ambulances at Don and Ashley's place, and I'm like, oh, what happened? I thought baby DJ got something wrong with him, or something happened to Ashley, but then I seen Ashley out there, and we see, the baby wasn't too big, so I was like, oh, they gotta be baby Ashton. So that's what happened. He got wheeled away in the hospital, in the ambulance, I should say, and Don and DJ, they rolled later in the car behind the ambulance. And basically, according to Don, see, I'm conflicted in this because we'll get to it. According to Don, he was giving the baby a bath. He turned around to do something, and kids, being curious, want to touch stuff, want to do this. Oh, what this do? Turned the hot water on and scolded him. And so he had a little burn on him, and they had to hurry up and get him to the hospital. Ashley was being a concerned mother, wanted them to hurry up and do something because the burn was blistering, and they said he wasn't in the hospital. He didn't have to stay overnight for 24 hours, but they took care of the whole situation. I'm just glad that they didn't. I don't know if they probably did call DCFS. That's Child Protective Services out here. They probably called them, just in case. But I remember when stuff happened to us when we was younger, and then not that when we injured ourselves or whatever. Sometimes like when my little sister hurt her arm, because they thought she fractured it because she got it caught or something in the crib or whatever. DCFS had to come out, and we were removed from the house and stuff like that. And this is out in Chicago, and we had to stay with relatives for that night, okay? And they had to do a little investigation just to be clear and be sure that it was no child abuse going on in the house and things of that such. And, of course, my mother was cleared, and they showed that my sister didn't have a fracture or anything. She just hurt herself a little bit. And, everything was cleared up from there. I don't know if they did that with Ashley and them, but it's good that it wasn't that big of it was a big issue. Anything happened to a child, that's a big issue, no matter how minor it is, because children are way more fragile than adults. And so it's a good thing that he didn't have to stay overnight, and it wasn't as severe as they kind of made it out to be. But that was cool. And this gave Ashley a reason to pause her trip to go back to Texas. Now see, Because they were still supposed to be having a family weekend while she was up there visiting. And then after that, she was supposed to go back to Texas. And my confliction comes in with, you know, I don't have a child, but it's like, they use the excuse of because the kids, we should get back together because they're the ones that affected. Maybe I should stay up here. And I get that, but on the one hand, I'm like, do you really need to come back? The kids are okay now. But then I'm thinking about it and I'm saying, well, you don't have to stay down in Texas. You had your time apart. You can come up here and, stay with a friend if that's okay, or stay with a family member, or get your own little place, because that's what it seemed like Ashley is going to do. I don't think that she necessarily said that she's going to move in again with Don. They still need that space and they still need to figure things out and they're still going to work things out. But I guess they're gonna take it slow. And I was like, Don didn't get pissed off. He just said, bring some what did he say? Bring some Fabuloso. I said, nigga, you finna drink that shit? Cause he started talking about pizza rolls first. And I was like, all right. Then he said, we like Fabuloso and all that shit. And I said, wait a goddamn minute, Don. Y'all finna drink this? You poisoning the baby? What is happening? And the only reason why I thought that, because I don't know if y'all don't remember when that shit first came out, when it really got popular, it got in the news, especially out here in Chicago, because they was out here being dumb as fuck, just like they did with those Tide Pods, eating them and, getting themselves sick. People was out here literally drinking the Fabuloso like it was, I hope I'm saying this shit right, drinking that shit like it was supposed to be some, Kool-Aid or something like that. It's cleaning fucking product like fucking pine salt, and y'all out here drinking it, okay? Bitch, kids are weird. People are really weird. But they said that she said we can't fight in front of the kids and things of that such. I think that is a good rule, okay? But like a whole bunch of people on here be doing stuff because of the kids, because of the kids. I just don't know if I'm that type of person that can come back to somebody regardless of what happened to my child. I just like the baby is okay. Y'all still can co-parent and she can still stay in Texas if she wanted to. But I do honestly feel like it's a good thing that she did come back, because DJ do need to see his mother a little bit more often too. But bitch, you ain't finna get me to come back just because the kids will be fine, okay? They can know what's going on, or they don't have to know what's going on, even though they will feel the effect of everything. But at least both parents will be here and know that they love each other, love them and all that stuff. Girl, I'm not coming back to nobody that hurt me as many times as he. Girl, Ashley ain't met her limit yet. We thought that this shit broke her. Them bitches back together. So, whatever. You want to know who met their limit? Let me put this in there. He won in this episode this week. But Junior went off. Okay, Junior was tweeting about how he not coming back for the next season. And I don't understand how they going to do a next season. Because I don't like this split screen and, doing this scene without this person and then doing this scene with the whole group of people. Because it's confusing. It's irritating. And I've been thinking about this whole season with Ryan over here. If y'all gonna keep on doing this whole thing, unless y'all gonna have a reconciliation at the end of this season and everybody's gonna come turn and come back together, I don't really see that happening. So how are they gonna continue this? Y'all, if y'all see red on my tongue, I just got through eating some Skittles. Okay. That's what that is. But anyway, what else was going on? Yeah, he was just over it. Junior was tweeting about how people let this situation fake friendships and how people ain't real, the shit ain't real. And I was like, well, you on a reality show, and most reality shows, especially on VH1, are scripted as fuck. Okay, so hey, he just tired of the bullshit. And my thing was, I the only one that was confused last week when they did the preview of what's gonna happen on the rest of the season, and when they went on that trip to Jamaica. How is it that this is how you know shit ain't right? Because how the fuck is it that y'all decide as a group that y'all gonna go to the Jamaica, and then all of a sudden Junior and Ryan down there at the same damn time? Yeah, girl, I'm not falling for the bullshit, okay? But did Junior knock Lily ass out? I gotta see the whole thing before I can judge, because Somebody said she was drunk, and if she was drunk, I believe that shit, bitch. Okay, but he looked like he was drunk as fuck too. But that's still no excuse. Anyway, moving back on from that. Um, so you know, they do show for giving a dude that was a friend of his who support him and all that stuff, was helping him out with his songs and everything, rapping his Shot Town song on his shirt and everything, giving his a tattoo dedicated to his grandmother who passed away 2 years ago. She's from Belize, and you know they talking and commiserating with each other about their struggles and all that stuff, and you know what he got to think about leaving these people and all that. We get Charmaine up here trying to play Betty Hoodcracker up at the radio station because she wants some more time. She wants some more opportunities. She don't want to just work on the weekend. She trying to get this money. And that was one thing that Charmaine said. She said when they was later on at the party, she told Lily, you know, I was scared and afraid of what that y'all was trying to get me out and y'all didn't see the value that I brought because y'all didn't see the value that I brought to the shop, you know. So it is what it is. Um, what else was going on? Yeah. Did you see when she went and gave them cupcakes to them employees and that second girl was like, who is she? She was like, no, I don't. Who is she? And then the manager, her boss was like, first of all, I'm a diabetic. You trying to kill me. Second of all, I got you on the weekends because don't nobody want you up here during this time. I don't want you up here right now, okay? And we only got part-time slots open. We don't have full-time open. You got to do what you got to do. So Tone Capone, which is a really big DJ out here, um, radio personality out here, um, allowed her to come in on his set, and he told her, you know, we gonna see how your interviewing skills are because they was interviewing Nipsey Hussle, okay? And so he said, just don't fuck up his show. Don't fuck up his show. Not take over his show. Don't fuck over his show. I said, baby, you had to be very specific, okay? You should have said, don't take over my show. Don't fuck up my show. Don't do this. Don't be so fucking extra. Don't do none of that shit. He just said don't take over the show. But Charmaine, I mean, he just said don't fuck up the show. She took over as soon as he sat down and as soon as that mic said, and we're live. Okay? But to be quite honest, I ain't gonna lie, she did do a good job. She just was over talking and doing a little much on that front. So, you know, all in all, she did make somewhat of a good impression for her. Moving on from that, what else is happening? This whole situation with Van and Jen pissed me off. So apparently, Van is acting the way that he's acting because one, he believes his brother don't lie. Okay, once again, do your brother know all the men that's in in Jen's life? Her cousins, her male friends, her father, her brothers, if she has brothers, her uncles or whatever. Does she know all do he know all the relations in her life to know that this guy was neither one of those people and that she was supposedly cheating on him with old girl with old boy? No. So you automatically take your brother's word because according to you, he don't lie and stuff like that or whatever he said. You don't know, he don't know. And all you have to do was simply ask. And then it comes out that Jen cheated on him in the past. So that's why he also is on high alert the way that he is and untrusting and all that. And so at this point, they get in the car to start talking. And he was like, I love you. And I also love you enough to let this go. And I was like, damn, so it's over just like that? And she left her ass in the car crying. But it ain't over. It ain't over, baby, because I'm waiting till they get to the season, to the part in the season where Jen and Van gonna be going against Rachel and Ryan, okay? And Van was like, get her ass, tag that bitch ass bitch. Girl, I can't wait. I cannot wait for that part to come. Okay, because I need to see how this shit set up. Because I was so on Jen. I wanted Jen to be Rachel ass. Okay. Anyway, moving on from that, they had the party. And everything is going good. Cobra is still there. Um, what else was happening? The party was going great. And then all of a sudden, like I said, recent Charmaine coming in there, they had their little interaction and apology and all that. A male stripper comes in. And it was like, is this nine mag and all this? And Van, see, this is what Van pissed me off. Van, what was the problem? What was the problem? Because It's one thing to think that Ryan would have sent that stripper, but then again, why would you think that Ryan would have sent that stripper when he ain't said shit else to y'all? Why would he care? He's over there trying to fix his own shop. Why does he care that y'all over here doing y'all shit? The whole time that we done seen Ryan, he has not mentioned y'all. It's always being brought, y'all are always being brought up to him. And that's when he speaks on stuff. But other than that, he's not really mentioning y'all and worrying about y'all. He's worried about getting his shop together. So why would he waste money to come over there and send a stripper to make fun or whatever the fuck? A male stripper at that. And see, if it was a female stripper, you would have been okay with it. Mind you, it was one there. And then you take it upon yourself to charge this man and knock him to the floor. And then I said, nigga, we ain't playing football. This ain't tag. You're it, bitch. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Why did you have to do that? Hit him so hard, tackled him onto the floor, and then threw him out. And before, did you hear this? What he said? Ryan must have did this, brought this disgusting stuff up in here. What's disgusting about a male stripper? Is your masculinity that fucking fragile that you couldn't just let that shit go and not have an issue with it? Why is it that you got so fucking heated? Did somebody touch your ass while you was in boot camp? Bitch, because you wasn't in jail, you was in boot camp. Okay? Did somebody touch you? Is that what it is? You know, your masculinity was so fucking fragile in that moment and it was disgusting. You the one that was disgusting. You ain't had to put your hands on that man. And if I was old boy, I would have sued your ass, okay? I would have sued your ass and I would have made it seem like my back got cracked, okay? Something is wrong. I woke up in the morning and he probably gonna feel that shit in the morning. He came back in there with the adrenaline and he better than me because, bitch, it wouldn't have been me. I would have fucked that little stout ass nigga up. I would have called the cop and got his ass locked the fuck back up too. Okay? That's what I would have did. Show the fuck would and what. Because he had no business doing nothing. That man didn't do nothing. Come the fuck to find out, Charmaine is the one who hooked the whole shit up. She had a male stripper and a woman stripper, okay? And he gonna say something. Why didn't she just leave with the female stripper first? Shut up, because you still would have felt the same way. One, nobody else in there, they probably was thinking some shit like, don't nobody want to see this stuff, but nobody else felt threatened enough that they needed to come over there and say something or that they needed to put their hands on this man. Only you, Van. And that says a lot about your character. And then you cheering and all this stuff when you do it. Like you really did some shit. No, you ain't do nothing but make yourself look stupid and make you seem weak as fuck. And that your masculinity was threatened by an unknown threat. An imaginary threat, bitch, okay? And then old boy came back up in there and continued to fucking dance for the women. Bitch, it wouldn't have been me taking his dick out and everything. Ford was just looking like, the fuck is going on? But he ain't say nothing because he had a whole bunch of shit going on in his face. So it is what it is. That's just how it ended. It ended with Ford, in deep thought narrating about how, he gonna lead these people and, all the good times and bad times that they had and, what he gotta do. He gonna end up going to LA and trying to do the track, whatever. Who the fuck was that in the bed when they came up in there on the preview? Was that Nikki? Y'all gotta tell me. But basically, that was Black Ink Crew. If I missed anything, put it down in the comments. And I will see you guys later. Thank you once again for understanding why this is late. And I'll let y'all know if I ever have anything unforeseen occurrences or whatever, that anything could be delayed again. Because I don't want to leave y'all hanging like this again. So I'll see y'all later. Queen Sugar will be up next. Peace.